Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today I'm going to be doing a beautiful reading for you. Actually, I do 2 beautiful readings a day, so if you want to check out any of my readings, regardless of when you find it, they pretty much are timeless. If they speak to you, there's a message in them for you. Spirit finds you when they need to find you. That's kind of the thing that they do. And they give you the messages that you need. Today we're going to look for better feeling thoughts. We're going to explore what they want to say about that. Looking at this card, I think to myself, this looks a lot like the Hangman energy, especially since she's, of course, upside down. There's the number 33, also a very master number. Doubled up numbers mean a lot. You can check those out on Google. You can usually find a lot of meanings. I find that the one that you happen upon or you're drawn to very firstly is usually the one that needs to be seen or heard that day. So I highly suggest, if that appeals to you or brings you in, that you should explore it further. The Hangman energy is all about looking things in a perspective different than what you've been doing currently. We like to get comfortable in the things that we do every single day. We like to see things in the same way. It's tried, it's proven, it's tested, but every once in a while things start shifting. The moment is different. And you need to start seeing things in a different way. You need to start doing things in a different way. From your non-physical vantage point, you understood the eternal evolving nature of your being and the promise that this leading-edge contrasting environment held. You understood the powerful law of attraction and the fairness and accuracy with which it responds to the free will of all creators. By reaching for the best feeling thought you can find, you will shiver with exhilaration as you reconnect with your purpose, with your zest for life, and with you. My guides, Monam and Leah, who work with me every time I channel these messages, are bringing forth the fact that we are here to experience life. We're not here to be on a repeat. So doing the same thing, expecting a different result when things aren't working, is usually not the best way to accomplish things. The best way to accomplish things is to explore the different aspects and nuances of everything to see if we can find something that will work better. So sometimes it's good to come outside of the box, do things differently, see things in a different fashion, in a different way. So absolutely, very much Hangman energy, very much about being suspended for a moment, letting go of expectations that maybe you were expecting to keep reproducing over and over again, to surrender to this new way of thinking and breaking the patterns, getting out of limbo. Okay? And it's using this time to get new insights in a very freeing way, in a very joyful manner. So we're going to be looking at this today as something that you can do this week to help you out in how you're going to address certain things. You may be feeling stuck in certain places in your life, and this will help you. I have some charms here that I like to pick from, so it's all different things. We would have runes and charms and numbers and letters. So I'm going to pick a few things. All right. And we're going to take a look at what these are. So we have a cat. And I do believe, let me see. Oh, that's an owl. So we have the owl, we have a cat. Right away what I heard is usually the cats are chasing the birds, right? But it's the known thing. Let's say a cat will chase birds, but owls can be are known as prey animals, right? They come and get rodents and something. So you have to be careful because certain birds can turn around and become the hunter instead of the prey. So this is switching things up, as they're telling me. This is switching things up. It's to see things in a different way. So my idea, let's say, would be, as a reader, I'm thinking, when I post these, I'm thinking, what would I like to give to you? But maybe the idea would be to put in a standpoint of being the watcher. What would I like to see? You understand? So switching up roles. I really like that. You have the beautiful moon, okay? And I love the fact that it's got almost like one of these, in French it's crinière, it's a mane, I guess, yeah. And it feels like it's, the moon is becoming fashionable, you know, almost like showing themselves off. It's got a lot of the Queen of Wands energy is what I want to see. It's like the vibrancy, the creativity, the confidence of the moon to show its beauty. So this may be a little bit about just not being afraid, not going inwardly, but coming more out of your shell to show what you need to. Let's see here, yeah, and you have the crown. I'm seeing here almost explaining that as well. I'm putting it here. Okay, the crown, showing your resplendence, even just like the Leo energy of, look at me, I'm beautiful, I have a panache, and I'm showing myself off. So don't be afraid to show yourself off. You have the four-leaf, the blue four-leaf clover. For me, with the color of blue instead of green, it's almost focusing on your throat chakra, saying to me that use your voice in a most wonderful way in expressing yourself with confidence, knowing that luck is on your side. You know, I get the weirdest thing with these wings. They must feel like Pegasus wings, but they feel like the wings have been taken off the horse. So it's saying that you have wings to fly with, but you're not utilizing them right now. So maybe the choices are go higher, try harder. And this charm, finally, when you turn it around, it says made with love. So gorgeous. Remember that you are love energy, that when you think you can't do something, you're actually removing some of your value, making yourself think that you're unworthy, that, you know, things are not working out for me, when all you really need to do is just shift the perspective. You have the white crystal showing the purity of, you can always tap into this, to your crown chakra, to your higher self, to get a lot more help. So those are the charms that are coming in for this. And let's see, I'm going to take one of these in the very least, and we'll pull some tarot. I am becoming consciously aware of my inner being. You see also there's a pair of wings here. It's like a child who has just discovered that they have wings, and that's coming through with these beautiful charms, the detached wings. You have to realize that you have the ability to fly. All you need to do is have a perspective that you can do it, that you can go there. We refer to that non-physical you as your inner being or your source. It is not important that what you call that source of energy or life force, but it is important that you are consciously aware of when you are allowing a full connection to it and when you're restricting it in some way. We do that a lot. But don't be so hard on yourself, Pisces. As humans, we do love to separate things in a way. We think once we have the answer, then we stick with that forever. And we're trying to control that all the time. We're trying to control how things are happening. And what we should really be doing is just setting it free, giving it wings. Okay. So let's pull some tarot with this, Pisces. Queen of Coins. Beautiful, nurturing queen. A lot of green in these cards. Even here, if you look at the bottom, a lot of green. It's like she's hanging into the heart space. Your heart space is a good point to start into. It's very resourceful because your heart, an open heart, leads to an open mind. It helps you look at things in a different way. It helps you look at things in a very different vibrational focus. Okay, so I feel that with the four-leaf clover in the blue and these in the green, it's like allowing the mind and the heart to work in harmony into something that you want. Very successful, very protective energy, very nurturing and resourceful. I think the resources is what's the biggest asset to this queen in this reading, because it's the resourcefulness of things. Sometimes I think, as myself, I think that I have worn out all the possibilities of a situation, only to find out that going completely out of the situation, in other words, thinking completely outside the box, is what was needed in the first place. Because I'm thinking of terms, I have a very sharp focus on that one thing. I'm so concentrated on that one thing that I don't look around me. Right. You have the Four of Cups. See? The Four of Cups, it was in reverse. So it's saying it's to get you out of your stagnancy, to get you out of that idea that you're stuck, that you don't know what to do, you don't know how to get out of it. Okay? So I want you to write in the comments right now, I'm going to look outside the box for solutions. I'm going to look outside the box for solutions today. And I want you to keep repeating that. As soon as you're hit with that same problem over and over again, anything in the upcoming days, it could be not today, it could be whenever you find this video, okay, that you're looking for answers, I want you to look outside the box. Page of Cups, beautiful card, card of us. Of course it's a beautiful card, right? I am Pisces as well, if you were not aware. So, yeah. The Page of Cups is a dreamer as well, though. The Page of Cups very much in the blue, four-leaf clover with the blue. See how they match? They're telling me that luck is brought in when you can think outside the box. People see it as lucky, but lucky people a lot of times latch on to the opportunities that they create for themselves or that are offered up to them. So it looks like they're very lucky, but the only thing is that they've created the luck that seems to follow them. We're not talking lottery wins at all either. Although I did watch a movie, and they're bringing it forward, about the people who were lottery winners who, I forget the name of it now, Pisces, but some of you will know what this is they played the lottery, and the man had calculated the odds and realized that the more they played, the more they would win. and it was kind of a loophole in that system. So inherently, he created the luck for himself and his town because he gave back to the town. He revitalized the town with these lottery winnings because he got the whole town in on it. He didn't hold that to himself. He created so many opportunities. I mean, people like that, you feel grateful that some people go outside of themselves. Even they didn't really care about the money all that much. It was nice to have enough savings not to worry about it, but they thought more of everybody else as well. Good folk, kind-hearted folk. If you don't know what that is, I should find it and let you know later, but this is the opportunities to go beyond and above what you were thinking, to keep the tenderness of heart, to keep a gentle soul, to be very ably psychic and let things come in, to get fresh insight, okay? And young people usually can bring fresh insight if they're left to offer it up. So be that fresh, insightful being that you are. King of Coins. And when you do, now you have the Queen and the King of Coins. A lot of resources coming in. It's almost like opening up to the world of opportunities, of thinking outside the box, of seeing different things. You're actually opening up to more abundance and resources coming to you, so that it just gets bigger and bigger. So for some of you, if this has to do with money, it's a really great way of thinking and of doing, because this offers infinite possibilities on possibilities. Very nice. And he's also what I was talking about, a sensible, somebody who is rich, but also a giver, and a sensible giver, not giving all to one, but making sure that the collective, everybody is taken care of while they're taking care of making their dreams come true, right? So in the case of this man, he wasn't making everybody, filthy rich to the point, but he was helping everybody have their dreams come true in, to a certain level. So it was very, very nice. He was increasing their wealth, their joy, their happiness. It's nice. It was nice. Okay, so you have the Temperance card, but in this case, it's in reverse. So the sense of balance is in the imbalance. I know, it's kind of counter. It feels like it's telling you to throw yourself off balance. What it's trying to say is that it will feel like you're out of balance, because not doing the same thing every day makes people feel a little out of step. Because suddenly you have to step out of your comfort zone, and that is what this card feels like. It's like going out of your comfort zone. But you must understand that the Temperance card can be finding patience and finding balance. It's not always about having it, it's about finding it. So by throwing yourself off balance, you'll bring in that Six of Cups. And for those of you who've listen to my readings, you know that the Six of Cups for me, the Six of Pentacles is the card of personal balance. Okay? The Seven of Cups. Also, a lot of choices will finally come in for you when you start doing it this way. Maybe even more choices than you know what to do with. Okay. For some, this card is like too many choices and illusions. For me, it's having so many choices that you don't know what to do. And wouldn't that be a great thing? To have so many choices that I have so many choices that I can do and follow. But which one? So, no worries. When you have that many choices, you can just simply start following the one that I don't know, resonates with you more than others. Sometimes it comes down to a couple, and nothing says that you can't try one or both at that time, and then kind of change your path as you need to go. It's better to have more choices than to limit them altogether and have no choices at this point. The Star, beautiful alignment. The card of alignment, you have the 7 chakras that are being aligned, figuring out where you want to go and what you want to do in perfect alignment and harmony. She is also both giving. If you look at this, it's from the balance card where there's one coming in and the other. This can even allow you to give more than previously before. In other words, you're going to be very abundant in whatever you do when you practice this, when you practice looking outside of yourself, outside of the possibilities that you're used to. There'll be a lot of hope and renewal and optimism and boundlessness, no boundaries presenting themselves. So if you're feeling that this is kind of like a dark time for you, where you're going, I don't know how to get out of this, let yourself be guided by a star. Let the optimism of all these possibilities come in and help you. And then you'll be able to find that beautiful transformative energy, that one that comes in and helps you transition into that new space so that you can continue on your journey. So it's very important for you to look outside the box. You may even ask people to help you look outside the box at this time. You may ask them to say, please give me a hand, or do whatever you need to. Use your voice. There's a lot of blue here. The blue in this card, the blue in this card, the blue in this card, right by her throat chakra. Your voice is going to have a lot to do with it today. Go do some fishing, Pisces. You're a fish. Go do some fishing of your own. But this time it's not for a catch, but for a receiving. Okay? To receive in your cup the knowledge, maybe, that you are lacking. Maybe that you're just not thinking about. A difference of opinion and a different mind sometimes can help bring in new ideas. Something that'll you'll be able to hold on to and go, I never thought of it that way. All right, Pisces. So, thank you so much for being here. And I will send you a lot of love, light, and blessings. Take care.